What's up, guys? My name is Tim Roswick, and today I want to talk about whether or not you should buy app or game reviews on iOS or Android or any of these other places. And I don't know. This is a topic that actually got requested, and so it's something that I'm covering because I feel like it might be important. But also, I wanted to give you a perspective that I had on it because I actually did this. I did this in my marketing company. It's something that we tried out. Along with like buying likes and followers and all that stuff, we tried out all this stuff, and I wanted to kind of share my experiences on it and what we learned and kind of our takeaways from it, and whether or not I think it's effective modern day to kind of get anywhere on Google Play or the App Store. So first of all, let me say the data that I'm going to share from my marketing company is a couple years old now, so it may not be relevant anymore. I don't know. I haven't really dived into a lot of this stuff. But who knows? I just want to share my experiences with you and get it out there. So we actually had two different clients that we tried this out on, where one was an app that we tried out a series of buying different reviews. We tried Fiverr. We tried a couple different websites where we bought reviews for a company. The other company was a supplement company that we bought Instagram followers for. We bought likes. We bought subscribers, a couple other things. We just tried it out because the client actually wanted to try this out. It was one of the things that we're testing out called like perception engineering. The idea being like, yo, if you got a Facebook page and it's got 0 likes, are people more likely to actually like the page if it's got more likes, and so on and so forth. And reviews, same thing. Are people more likely to actually download the game if it's got positive reviews? And does that even make sense? So for the likes and the social stuff, what we found was, one, it made no effect whatsoever on the Facebook engagement, on whether or not people actually like the page. The percentage literally didn't even move. We actually found I think we bought YouTube subscribers as well, and the YouTube account got banned. So they knew something was up. And the Twitter followers all just completely dropped off after a couple days. So literally all of that money that we spent was absolutely useless on the social followings. As far as the app reviews go, we found that Google was actually really effective at removing a lot of the reviews that we bought, a lot of the fake reviews and stuff. And the ones that stayed, you could totally tell they were generic. Like we tried a couple different companies. And again, this is all the client requesting this. This is not stuff that I would usually do because I don't think it's effective technically. Well, I didn't at the time anyway. And what we found was basically that like, you know, these look like a bunch of generic stuff. Google's pretty good at removing them anyway, so most of them got removed. And they didn't really add a whole lot to the experience. We also found that there was no real way, like the way that a lot of these companies work is they either use people that outsource outside of the US or they use bots, and the bots are easily detectable, and the people outside of the US usually have bad English, so they can't write, you know, grammatically correct sentences and stuff most of the time, and it just comes off as like this broken English type of like fake looking review. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like this person's actually reviewing it. And so on and so forth. So that whole experiment was a disaster all the way around. There was just a bunch of wasted money on nothing. And so I actually think buying reviews can hurt you. I think it can do worse than that. So Google is getting very, very good at this. Their algorithms, their AI, all of the machine learning stuff that they've got, they're getting very, very good at detecting fake reviews, especially if you have a free app or a free game. So I don't even think you should attempt it because, one, Google's going to find it out and they're going to just delete your reviews. Two, even if the reviews got past the system, even if they got past there, I'm telling you, like there's no cost-effective way to buy reviews that look real anyway. So it's just a waste of time. And three, this is not actually super expensive. Like I Googled around and I looked and find places, and you know, they're not super cheap, to be honest. So as an indie developer, as someone that might be a little cash strapped, this is not the best investment that you can make at all. So it's not something I would recommend. And on top of that, there's a moral issue. Like, do you want to spend money to intentionally try and lie to people? Is that something you want to do? I don't know. That's not my style. I don't like to do that kind of stuff. So it's not for me. I want to share the kind of the facts and the details, which are overwhelmingly negative, to kind of shed some light on this, maybe give you some insight into potential things like that. But personally, I wouldn't buy reviews. I would never buy likes again. I definitely wouldn't buy subscribers again, because that whole system that like got the account banned. Twitter followers, from what I've seen, is like the easiest to fake. So a lot of times you'll see people with massive follower accounts. Those people probably just bought followers, but I don't really think that even does anything anyway, because those are all fake people. They're not real. It doesn't give you a following. It doesn't make someone say, "Ooh, look at him. He's got 20,000 Twitter followers." Like, Twitter is probably the least effective platform to have that number anyway. So it's not one of those things that really matters. I would say ignore it. I would say spend your money elsewhere. I would say focus on something that can really make an impact on actual sales, not just faking sales, faking exposure, faking reviews. I don't feel like that gets you anywhere. So probably opinion shared by a lot. I thought I would share mine just because I wanted to do that, but I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment down below. Once again, my name is Tim Roswick, and I'll see you again tomorrow.